All right, so this is gonna be a short-ish session, right? Just equips for you.
Mm-hmm.
And because you reached 260, grats again.
Oh, thanks.
And you are now at 40k stat, or really close to it still.
Yeah, really close.
Mm-hmm.
Like 300 off.
Yeah, it's the mystical barrier of 40k is about to fall. I guess the Neo Force event has something to do with that as well. I've got some stats in there. So what is the yeah? So I guess I'll look through everything real quick. What is the main thing that you feel is kind of holding you back, or you don't know where to move on for that part?
I feel that maybe equipment backups and the speed of getting better equips or like upgrading stuff like Gollux is holding me back.
Okay.
Because I currently have a lot of Gollux at 20 star, and I really don't want to chance that because I'll probably blow up all my sub backups and not have enough
Yeah.
enough to get back.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Cause you're yeah.
Because I was thinking if I want to get it higher, I'm gonna have to transfer fodder.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also considering not stopping at 21, just going to 22 right away, so I don't have to waste potential again. Expend a bill or two on gain to legendary, and then get blowing up again, and have to do it again. Just annoying.
So you would see 21 as a final point that you're okay with?
On superior?
Yeah, on a superior, yeah.
No, I wouldn't want to chance the 21 just for the small upgrade. I'd want to make a bigger upgrade at 22.
Mm-hmm. And what's your Gollux coin count looking like?
2100. So I could buy 3 backups.
Mm-hmm. And what's the Arcane situation looking like? Got a glove and a cape?
Yeah. So I can buy a shoulder right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to do that for 30%. And then if I buy with Meso the Arcane River droplets, I could buy the shoe. So it'd be 4 set without the weapon.
I use that pesky weapon drop.
Yeah. I mean, I have enough Stone Origins to buy the weapon, just not enough cobwebs. So I can't get that right away.
Oh yeah, so just be a matter of doing will for long enough, and if you don't get a drop by then, you can just make it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and that's yeah, you can do that in what's it? Wait, 16, and you need 36.
Yeah.
No. So like 10 more weeks of double drop, but you'll probably get some triple in there if you guys switch gear before the end.
Yeah, it's
so like 8 to 10
usually
weeks.
3.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like 7-8 weeks. Yeah. Okay.
30.
I mean, the main thing is that you, because I'm looking at like you want to upgrade the accessories, and I do get that, but that's more like a want than a need, right? Because you're not really having any trouble with any damage, I assume. Like you're bringing enough to the table, enough kill speed when you're mobbing, that kind of stuff.
Well, in Limina, yes, but in Serdia, not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
but
a huge
I feel
jump.
like the Sacred Power is holding me back there a bit. Got like levels up twice. Should be fine in all my damage here.
Mm-hmm. Well, the one thing, yeah. So there's a few options, right? I mean, one is definitely the Arcane is getting closer and closer, so I do agree that you would want the accessories to, all of the accessories to pull their weight more. And you'd want to eventually get them to 22, but since they're already at 20, It's going to be a matter of either getting backups or... Because even if you... Well, like you said, if you want to get to 22, even if you fodder from 22 down to 21, it's just one fail away of just being back at 20 immediately, right?
Yeah.
So even at that point, you'd still opt for 21 to 20 transfer and then just try to go from 20 to 22 on the item itself. But then, yeah, backups is the major thing holding you back. And that's the huge downside of aiming for 22 over 21. Because you could pretty safely get most of these pieces from 20 to 21. There'll probably be a boom now that I just said that. Just jinxed you, I guess. Sorry. But there's a very good chance to get 20 to 21 without a boom. The real problem comes in 21 and 22. I think you'll be surprised at how strong your character will be if you get all the accessories to 21 and you switch into the arcane stuff. And then what we'll also be able to do at that point is, fix all of your potentials around. And I think it might be the time at that point to redo your potentials on your emblem and possibly even your secondary over going for 22 and all the accessories. And that will give you more time to get more backups. And then once the emblem secondary is done, and once your arcane is like completely where you want it, because that's going to be quite pricey as well. You want to go pretty high on the flames there. You're already working on the flames, I saw. But there's more pieces. There's a weapon coming, right? You want to be very demanding on the flame there. Maybe relying on event currencies and that kind of stuff. But the amount of money that's going to go into those pieces... And you could even, if you get enough droplets or if you get backups, try to push arcanes to 18 and push arcanes to 19. Up to 18 and even 19 is very low chance for booming. So if you have any kind of backups, that is pretty low risk upgrading as well. And when you think of all the stat and all of the weapon attack that will come from that versus going higher on the accessories, the amount of risk there would be way lower. And that'll give you more time to build up more Gollux coins and build up more backups, and also give you a little bit more space to see how strong you're actually going to get from these upgrades, to see if you really need the 22 accessories. Because, for example, my arc doesn't have 22 accessories, right? Everything is at 21. The only 22 I have is a MapleStory, that's it. Everything else is 21.
Yeah.
And I have Abzo, so... I would say my 21 Abzo is probably equivalent or a little bit weaker than 19 Arcane if you can get that. So I think you'd probably be in an okay spot to clear. Well, yeah, because I mean, I'm not saying that 22 is like a bad idea or is like dumb, but I think from an efficiency standpoint, I wonder if you need it. I guess that's the thing. But you can always do it later, and by then you'll have more backups, and then it'll probably become the next logical thing to upgrade, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too. Keeping those Gollux at 20 and then waiting.
Because Arcane is getting close, and that'll be a huge boost compared to 17 Abzo, or like 18, I guess, with the hat, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you working on a secondary, like on the side a little bit?
Yeah, that's the second one.
Yeah. Yeah, see if you can get some Hail Mary roll with a line of boss and some line of attack. That's how I got mine as well, yeah. I had some backup black cubes, threw them on. Or was it with a red cube? I don't remember. Then I hit a... hit a double prime, and then it's like, well, we're done. Moving on, yeah. All it takes is just like one lucky cube, and you're just good for a while.
I guess I can keep the Ringmeisters on
the what? Sorry, the Meisters?
Meister cubes.
Meister cubes, yeah, exactly. But your flames are all very solid. That's a backup superior. And your drop set is like looking good, because there is also like something to be said by maybe going for some double lines of drop and mezzo and stuff. But if you're close to, if you want to make this switch to Cernium, you're not going to be using those gears anyway. So you're probably kind of like right at the curve where where it's not that useful anymore.
Yeah, if they can't get to like 20 or 21, it's kind of useless at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, they would have to have like a huge chunk of a stat with them to be useful.
I'm definitely considering changing my monocle to a drop one if I get a pat mark in this character.
Yeah.
Because currently it's just kind of bad flame.
Yeah, exactly. I think one of the spots, so like the order I think would be to look at things Yeah, I think 21 accessories is something you can do. I would, yeah, the short-term focus I think would be like to get into the arcane stuff, and then the second stuff after that would probably be to because there is definitely a lot of potential gain as well to be had before going for 22. I'd probably work on the potentials first.
Yeah, most of them are not that great right now.
They're all 2-line, which is great, but if you add like a 6% all-stat line to all of them, and you're talking like, what is it, like 8 equips or something that can have one? 1,
I think most
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you could put that together, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not on the Abzo, of course. We're not going to go super hard there. But yeah, like 11 equips or something with an extra 6% stat. That's 66% strength.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
Yeah. And I think that would be like more manageable, especially because a lot of it is on accessories, right? And accessories are definitely not the worst ones to Star Force, to cube for, and that will be a stronger and more accessible upgrade than working on the on accessories and that kind of stuff. What's the situation with the? So are you going to keep this as your 4th ring and then switch for Oz rings, or do you want to go into reinforced ring?
The problem with reinforced is it takes my coins I'd use for superiors.
Yep. It's very true. that is the downside indeed.
I did Oz like 4 times. It's okay, not fun, but I mean that'd be the cheapest upgrade, literally 0 money.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd probably continue doing Oz.
Yeah, and this is like a decent placeholder until then. Yeah. Yeah, because with your split and with your big punchy guy, that makes you pretty bursty, right?
It's all right.
I mean, before that punch skill, it was basically nothing, right? It was just mostly DPM.
Well, that's not exactly true. Your third job skill, the one that spins around, does a lot of lines, it gets enhanced at level 200, and that's, I think, my biggest burst. But it's a channel skill. So it's not exactly.
Is it the one that kind of breaks if you have bad ping?
Breaks.
Yeah, I heard some stuff about it that if you have like shitty ping that you shouldn't really use it because sometimes it just doesn't hit or something.
Oh, really? Huh.
It's like a tornado on the ground, right? Like it kind of just like hits continuously. Yeah, I heard that it's quite unreliable on high ping. Maybe they fixed that in the meantime, though. I don't know if anyone knows that. But it's like a spirit. It's like a bunch of blue spirits floating around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and what is the cooldown on that you can use that?
So it's weird. You have to basically use it at the same time as one of your spirit summons.
Oh, when the color changes or something? There's like a pink version, right?
It's Spirit Bond Max. It's one of the skills from there.
Yeah, I think I fucked around with
it. It doesn't actually. It has a 60-second cooldown while you have the buff up.
Okay.
But you can also trigger it a second time, because if you use the hyper skill, it'll use it a few seconds later, no matter. So you can kind of always have it on for burst, and then it'll randomly come up when you have an opportunity.
Okay. Okay, that's useful. Yeah, so where were we? So like the arcane stuff, and then the
not going to 22 ones until then.
Yeah. I feel bad saying like, yeah, just do it, and then you blowing up like everything because you hear some horror stories. Because some people get super lucky for a while and then they get unlucky. Because I think JHK was very lucky on all of his stuff, And then one of the last items you have to do is a superior Gollux earrings, and I think he's blown up like 12 of those so far. So it's not looking too hot at that point. I just feel like 21 is just such a great compromise between being very strong and not risking being stuck for years. Oh, was it 7? Never mind. I mean, that was a few months.
Yeah.
That was a while ago. So he's at least at 8 now, I'm guessing. He's probably got some drops in the meantime.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would push
Actually-
it back, and then that gives you time for backups. And if you get backups, then that makes it an easier go-to. But the problem going for 22 is that if you blow up at 20 or 21, takes a lot of money to get back, and there's even a chance that you don't get all the way back, and then you have to take a hit in your damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think there might even be people who do like a backup one or something. And then if
That's actually what I did.
yeah.
My pendant's 22, and I still have the 17.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah. I was
It,
thinking if you did that, yeah.
kind of horrible blowing up 8 Dominators and then 3 Superior Pendants to get there, but I got there.
30?
Yes.
Did you have like old ones
30.
from way back in the day?
No. All this is from the post changes.
All those from post changes. Okay, nice. Go to the 3rd familiar slot. Oh, you don't have 3 familiar slots?
No, I do.
Okay. Oh, I guess they thought because you didn't have like 8 badges selected, but I mean the badges are pretty
Yeah, I don't need HP. It's fine.
pretty shitty anyway.
Yeah.
There should be like set bonuses for badges too. Like if you get all of the
Sure.
Edelstein ones, you get another bonus or something. Because I mean these things give like 5 defense. What is that? Or like 10 HP,
Yeah.
right? That it's like capped at 20. Like what? Who came up with these numbers?
I mean, the only really good one's critical rate for Vinmax, but yeah.
Yeah, like attack damage, crit rate, and maybe IED. And all stat kind of does something. Yeah. But
yeah.
all of it caps at like 2 or 3%, right? So
I mean, like, you get familiars, which are like, if you have 3 slots, a weapon plus some crazy passive, like class would end up like healing every few seconds.
So what do you
So I
usually
guess
use? Do you use the 2 boss and an IED, or?
I use 3 boss when I don't need healing, and when I need healing, I use the 2 higher bosses and then large healing for party.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've got a little bit of attack going on. I see. That'll be nice for the new area.
Mm-hmm.
Want to get all the damage you possibly can.
Yeah.
So we can kind of tell what maps you trained on. So
Yeah.
looking at your familiars.
Yeah, you had so many.
Yeah. BA looking juicy. Wait, straw. Full rotation. Middle goddess blessing. Oh, I see. On oak. The last one. Wait, is that last one for Black Mage? Like oak rotation?
I heard Varicilla and all the Timber spots is like full rotation's better
Okay.
as an indicator because there's no stage where you just stand still and attack. You know, I guess that's still standing still and attacking.
No, I get what you mean.
I just heard people like using that as an indicator.
Right. Yeah, because of the defense and everything. A lot of people want to flex those huge numbers on the straw dummy, but it doesn't really make much sense to use that number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's looking pretty good. So what kind of money are you sitting on right now?
Right now I have 16.5 bill for 30% off.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna get the 4 set and then Star Force set. Hopefully not spend 5 bill on one item. I heard 4 stores about that.
Yeah, the average isn't that high, but if you get just a bit unlucky on one item, it can drain you dry. I mean, remember my Star Force events trying to go up to 21. It's like 80 bill just gone, and nothing to show for it. Like that happens very quickly but that's mainly if you're going past 17 is very expensive per roll.
Yeah.
So wait, you'll have 4 set by the 30% off, and you're trying to get all 4 to 15?
I could have 4 set right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just wanted to save the meso in case I go get unlucky on one of the arcane pieces and I'll have enough.
Right. Yeah, because you would have to buy some of them with Mezzo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I also have some compensation flames left. Oh, I guess I'll use them in the shoe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That
Or
seems...
the cape. The cape is only 126, which isn't ideal, but still high enough, I guess.
318. I'll be a bit... yeah, well, it's around there, like 40, yeah. 42, yeah. It's not bad. Well, how much would you aim for?
Ideally 140 plus.
And do you have the flames for that? Like, how many more compensation flames do you have? Do you know?
Yeah, I'll check that.
It seems like 200 to 300 flames, or 2 to 250 or something to get 140 flame score seems about average on arcanes.
I only have like 30 something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Even like a 130 flame score, it says like median is 78, average is 113 Eternals.
Oh crap. I guess I'll keep that cape flame for now.
Yeah.
I got a little lucky.
126 says like median of 60, average of 85. So like if you have a huge swell of compensation, you definitely roll over that. But if you only have like 30 or so left, probably wouldn't.
Well, 30 rainbow ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is counting Eternals, yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll just throw the rest on my shoe and see what happens.
Yeah, if you get like super lucky on the second flame, you could be like, fuck it, YOLO.
Yeah.
Because I can check like if you would go like 135 or something. Yeah, like on powerfuls, if you want to hit like 135, it looks like upwards of 400, 450 flames, something like that. On, you know, powerfuls if you want to hit.
The cost isn't that bad.
No, yeah. I mean, like, Star Forcing is going to be a huge chunk, so if you're stopping at 17 there, that is not the worst thing. But, like, the difference is there, like, if you go 5 stats lower, it's like half the money, you know? You're, like, spending 2 bill for 5 stat.
Okay.
And at that point, I think it's better to definitely, like, divert your resources first towards cubing on your stuff, right?
Yeah.
A lot more gains to be made there with the same amount of money, I would say, on average. Of course, you know, waiting for a cube sale is going to be a fool's errand, but...
I don't think I will.
No.
Honestly, I'll just see what Star Force stuff comes up.
Yeah.
Then spend accordingly, I guess.
Yeah, there's money left in between events, then that goes towards Star Forcing.
Also, I think I'm cursed with 3-line unique.
I saw some of those, yeah.
Abso Shoe also has that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 24, which is decent, but...
Yeah. I mean, if you were going to settle for 23 on Legendary, then might as well keep 24 on Unique. That saves you the money of tearing up.
At this point, I shouldn't.
Yeah. No, exactly, yeah. It's just better to save that money for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you had higher hopes for the flames because of the flames for the gloves and stuff. On your Abso gloves?
Well, I guess my gloves have good luck because my Arcanes have around 140, so...
Oh yeah, I didn't check that one.
Still an upgrade.
Oh yeah, 85.6, yeah, nice. Almost a bit of a Xenon flame there with the luck as well.
Mm-hmm. I forgot how many I spent on that. It's probably over 100.
Yeah, I used quite a lot on my arcanes and I didn't get any of those crazy rolls, you know? What was
Yeah.
that? Oh, was that one that was in the game recently? Was it like was it 144 and 5 or something?
Oh yeah.
Like, Jesus.
God. How's your main stat more overall than flame score?
Yeah,
My
it's
weapon.
broken, yeah.
Ugh.
I think it was like a 197 or something. Well, if you counted for 10, right? Because it was on a thief glove.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like an average of like 32 trill to make. It's like fucking ridiculous.
Jesus.
Oh no, sorry. That was powerful flames. My bad.
No.
It's only 123,000 eternal flames. So not too bad.
Okay. I guess you use Eternals for that if you are aiming for that, you know?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, 3.3 million flames. Yeah, it's a bit much. This has to be like 3 tier 7s and a tier 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
So it has to be 4 tier 6s then if it's possible with powerful. You have to have like the perfect combination.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, and that too still is this much. Yeah, it's crazy. A little bit more outs with tier 7s at that point. But yeah, that's yeah. You always wish to get one of those crazies, but then, you know, you usually don't. But you get some solid flames, so that's good. Yeah, I hope you get something nice on the shoe. That will definitely round out the set. And then the weapon will just have to be flamed with, well, I was going to say with bossing flames, but that's probably not going to be a case anymore then. So probably with the ones you get from training, or the ones you can get from the Legion store or the event stores, I guess.
Yeah, it's very painful. I make a lot of flames from bossing on my Shade and my Phantom. My Phantom even had like full drop set with a 1-2 line just to get more stuff, but I guess that's not really useful anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're still talking about the rework, right? They're still trying to get things sorted in KMS, so I'm not completely giving up hope yet, but I'm also not like holding my breath. We'll
yeah,
just,
I guess I'll.
Yeah.
I guess good thing I got 8K Legion, so I can get extra coins to spend on that when I'm not buying Mizo coupons.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, you have good static income. 376 legionary power.
I get like 290 something.
Yeah, like almost 300, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's almost. I mean, you have to play quite a lot to even finish that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I struggled.
In 3 totems, I can't use that much every week.
Okay. And you go like full buff to everything? Like drop Mezzo, EXP, except power probably, right?
I don't buy EXP coupons from the Legion shop because of the event shops that are having a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
Coupons, just buying those every day stacks up.
Yep. Yeah, they've been doing that more and more. That's actually a nice way of actually kind of spending them and saving up Legion coins.
Yeah.
Because the Legion stores are gonna have more flames, right? More cubes and flames. So if you can get eternal flames from the Legion shop instead and just throw those on your weapon, that would be nice. So it's good to save on those now.
Yeah. Also nice to save up on the Sunday boxes.
Yep, because I mean, if you can kill fast, the rates are still going to be good in the higher areas, but yeah, with every 5 levels, you take quite a big hit.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the quickly looking at your hyperstats. Do you think the boss damage is? Did you throw that in a calculator, or are you just like fuck it? It's 4% per level.
I saw like a value of 50, 60, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, is it like 52% now or something?
Something like that.
It's a lot. Because I think I have mine at 14 or 13 or 14 now as well. But I do have quite some more hyperstat points, and I got all the other ones at least up to 11 or some to 12. Yeah, you want to make sure that you don't like if I don't know the exact numbers, but like if boss damage from 13 to 14 is like almost the same amount as getting critical damage 1 and boss damage 1, then that would be like a better option. But of course, we'll have to review that as well once the reboot passive changes, right? Because the value of percentage damage is changing at that point. And you do have quite a bit as a shade, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so that's my base amount, and then one of my summons gives a lot of critical damage. And then I have the guild skills.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this is without the guild skills, yeah. Yeah, and that's also 90% from familiars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, my 5th job summons gives me 10% crit damage.
That's nice. What's your inner ability that you wanna eventually go for? Does that have crit in it?
Yeah, it has crit rate and yeah, crit rate 2nd line and whatever 3rd line.
And boss, yeah. Oh right, because you have like extra crit rate on targets with less than 50% EXP, HP or something, right?
Yeah, I don't rely on that.
Yeah, it's like a thing to help you out when you're just starting the game, to give you a little bit of a benefit, but eventually you want to aim 100% always. 10 boss. Yeah, and then the attack speed back.
I ideally wanted 15% meso, but I spent too much on it, so I'm just stopping at 10.
Yeah, I mean you still have 3 mil honor experience, right? Did you is that like with all of the compensation honor as well? Did you pick all that up?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So there's possibility for some more.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much to take on this character, because if I'm going to keep bossing and training, it's just going to keep going up. And
Yep.
up and up.
Yeah. It's going to keep accumulating millions, and then you don't want to be like, yes, okay, ready to roll, and then you get it in like 2 mil, and then there's 6 million honor just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to give most of that to my Demon Slayer bossing guild.
Yeah.
Just get buff duration and just stop it there, I guess.
Right. That one was buff duration and then what, boss top line or something like that?
Like cooldown, chance to skip skills or something like that. Boss damage,
is that one good?
I guess. Yeah.
Oh, they've got a lot of good
iframe.
ones. Right. Buff duration, boss attack, damage to debuffed, and cooldown skip. Man, you have a bunch of potential outs. Yeah.
It actually resets 2 of your iframes.
Oh
So
right, the
it's pretty
crow and the the 2 that aren't locked into the end animation of one of the longest keydowns in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, there's a good chance to skip. Yeah, wow, that gives you even more survivability, which they already have quite a bit of.
Yep.
Okay, and that's also does that also give you? No, that's blue blood. Oh, that one gives like a DOT around you, right? The one iframe?
Yeah. It's like a really long animation, but it's an iframe the entire time.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you're immune during it.
Yeah.
Throw it up as a Hail Mary. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably better for the inner ability than some character that you want to play and that's very demanding in having the inner ability being really good. I'd probably benefit from it more. Because, I mean, all you're really going to do is circulate until you're done on this character, and then you just need the honor experience to reroll your top line, and third line is like 99% of the time going to be garbage anyway, so...
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to hoard like 6 million honor just to get like, I don't know, like 5% drop rate on your third line or something and be like, yes!
Yeah, it's definitely the advantage of attack speed classes, I guess. It's just one of mine, there's no variation.
Exactly. Okay. Money. What's the... Use... Oh, yeah, use 6 boost nodes. You basically boost everything.
Yeah.
Because you have the room. Are there not like a few skills that would be really nice to add? I'm thinking.
Blink when it gets attack. Decent Advanced Blessing, I guess I could put on.
Yeah, those are pretty min-maxy ones.
So the two in the corner bottom there, in Maxi 2, they only trigger on your spirit flow.
Right.
Which it's kind of up time, but
Yep.
they're like second, third job skills, so it's not great.
Are they like the second and third job skills, but they still only get 2% when you buff them? Or do they actually get more?
No, they get more.
Okay, yeah. Because I recently checked for my Demon Avenger, because I use Demon Strike to train, right? Because you just dash through everything and then you're attacking and killing at the same time. Like, that's how much of a struggle it is to train on that character. But that second job character skill only gets 2% per level as well. Like, it doesn't get like the 5 or the 7 or something like that. Which is
That's strange.
kind of depressing. But, you know, just more Demon Avenger nerfs, I guess.
Yeah.
Story lives. And you've got the Monster Parker. Wonder if there's any thing we haven't covered yet.
I guess bosses I'm gonna be doing next, because I want to try out the Tenebris bosses.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely wanted to do Varicilla
Mm-hmm.
for the chance of the other backups for the Lucid drop table.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like a few months ago it'd be like, whatever. If you want to do those bosses, you can do that. But now the fact that they can actually drop those items, yeah, because I have like 5 runs today. That's 5 chances. I mean, 5 failures, of course, but like at least there's 5 chances to get something.
Pretty high chance to get a weapon. Drops every time.
Yeah, I've got 3 of those now. But my first one went to 21, so the other 3 are just chilling. I wish I could exchange a weapon for another drop or something.
Yeah, I'll trade you.
Oh yeah, you'd like a knuckle, yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me like a shoe or a glove or a cape or something.
Yeah. All right.
I'll trade you. I'll trade you 2. Anything I could do to spice up this process. No, I'm waiting for the summer to see, or like the rest of the summer update in KMS, seeing if there's any kind of new equips on the horizon. Because you've seen the changes in the last year, right? From the access to Arcana being pretty much impossible to now being like pretty much everyone is going for it realistically.
Yeah.
And from 2021, maybe even 22, Abzo being like a way better alternative to almost it being crazy now going over 17. So that's a big shift. So that really leads me to believe that there's some new stuff coming on the horizon. Yeah, I don't quite know how long Arcane has been out, but it's probably been...
Well...
It's been over 3 years, right?
Well, 5th Job came out with Kadena and Ilium, I think. And then Arcanes weren't out right away because Lucid wasn't there.
Yeah, when Lucid came out.
When Will came? It was Will, right? Like, Lucid didn't drop anything when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
So it had to be on release of Will.
Asphera? Kobe was training there in 2018. People were talking about it in June of 2018, but I wonder if that's... Yeah. And in January, Kobe was doing it in KMS. So it came out in June of 2018. Yeah, so that's 3 years. A little bit over 3 years, I think. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that when the equips have been out for 3 years that it's time for something new, right? I mean... And people are like, well, what about CRA? Top and bottom. Everybody wants...
I mean, I would like to not feel bad going 22 on those.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, if you go 22, it's going to be very similar to the way it was when Arcane came out, when we had Abzo, where it was like, this gear is only going to get better if you get it. Like, you know, if you have 22 Arcanes, the new equip set is probably only going to get better if you get everything at least a 19, but probably you have to get 20 or 21 on it, and then it'll overpower it. So it'll be like, and the accessibility of it is going to be crazy because it's all going to be hidden behind like the authentic power, like the sacred power. that's so far. It's going to be like a year and a half probably before people can even start trying to clear the boss because of Sacred Power blockade. So by that time, your equips will have been like worth its weight in gold. So
yeah, the dick move where it only drops from the boss at the same rate as the pitch boss set.
Oh god, I have not.
And you need all different pieces for the set effect.
Yeah, or like it drops the coins at the same rate as the pitch boss items, and then you need like several coins put together to buy one item, something like that.
Oh my god.
Ugh. What if it's those pieces like in the Dimensional Invasion PQ when you like get those pieces of equips, but then you get unlucky and you get like the same piece 5 times and none of the other ones, and then you can't make it. Oh god.
That's the next one.
Frustration Central. It's like going to be Frustration Story like for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, you got the Magnificent Souls. Yeah, you've got 2 promos, but you had a bunch of you have a bunch of Meisters already saved up.
Yeah, I did a stupid move and used the Meisters to transfer into my Gollux instead of the calendar rates. I don't know what I was thinking.
Was that a while ago or?
It was last 5-10. Last 5-10 bit.
Mm-hmm.
It was the last one I did my CRA hat to 21, my monocle to 21, and then 22 my pendant.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have a decent amount of backups of both, but yeah, if you could choose the Kana Treasure makes more sense, right? Because the Primal can go to other characters in your account as well.
Yeah.
Oh well, you still have some backups, so.
Yep.
I don't know how serious you are with the DS. What kind of stage that guy's in?
Yeah, not that serious. Probably gonna be a catchy, but it'll take the whole fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just finished all my skill nodes, so I'm probably just gonna throw all the nodes onto him.
Yeah, your skill node's looking pretty sharp. Are you going for the experience node for Will, or are you just letting that level slowly?
Wait, there's an experience node in the shop?
Yeah, I believe there's 2 you can buy.
I don't know. I'd probably throw it on to roll the dice. I think that would be better, actually.
The passive attack?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would either use it on Will or just not buy them, because they're pretty steep. There's like 1,000 each or something.
Oh, it costs stones.
Yeah, stones, yeah.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Yeah.
Probably just buying out flames and then two of the event rings that I don't have, and then rolling those to Meso or something.
You get the event rings on the Shade?
Maybe? With Cernium, I don't think I should.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing, because you're probably gonna... You're gonna be wearing your damage gear to train there anyway. I don't think that's gonna be worth to throw the rings on there. I would do that on like a character that you might want to get to like CRA level or a little bit beyond, or if the DS still needs rings.
The DS is fine, I guess. I'll probably screw in what little Luminous I had going.
Wait a minute. Game is logged out. Strength secondary? That's a secondary. That's a tertiary. This is a secondary. Just working on another one on the side. In general, that's a pretty good advice for all of you guys as well. Like if your secondaries at this point, where it's like either 2-line attack or 2-line attack and even a little bit of something on the 3rd line, you don't want to have to use black cubes over this. That's just too expensive and is not efficient in terms of getting to where you want to go. It's more efficient to just get a secondary on the side and just throw Meister Crossman and red cubes on it sometimes and see if you can get something sexy there and then switch it out. That's actually more efficient. It doesn't seem like it because you're getting 2 legendaries for 1 slot, but eventually that gets you there faster.
Yeah, at some point legendary is really cheap to get.
Yep, exactly. It's just getting a legendary is like a minor bump in the road. It's getting what you want on there. That's the big thing. That's why DMTs not being here anymore is that kind of sucks for the progress of newer players, but for older players, the only thing we really want is the cube sale. Like that's the thing we're looking for.
Yeah.
That saves you way more money in the long run. Your gear's looking Gear's looking pretty solid, dude.
Thanks. I actually got, yeah, the last Star Force events pushed me really far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, from the last progression with you, I was only 22k stat.
Seems like a long time ago.
I was wearing all that drop gear.
All right, yeah, that was your main. That was your main shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you're making like full set Arcane.
Yeah.
And that was, wait, how long ago was that?
Last year.
Let me see if I can see in our messages when we.
It was sometime after last 5, 10, 15. The last one.
Bloomaflub. Wait, this was in February of this year. You were
was it?
You were 241? Yeah, that was February, dude.
Yeah.
That was only 5 months ago.
I saved a lot of money for Star Forcing.
Mm-hmm.
Like 95 bill for the previous one and then 40 bill for the next one.
It's gonna be some. That's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be all purple and shiny.
Oh yeah.
I just hope we get. I mean, yeah. Whatever kind of news we get out of KMS, I hope it just can lead to breaking the inaction. Because right now I'm like, ugh, after blowing up all of the Arcane stuff, I'm like, I don't want to like do that again. And of course, my hero shoulder just got to 21, barely any fails, and it's like, okay, well, I know it's possible, but just not where I wanted, I guess.
Yeah.
But you're going up to 17 first. But yeah, it's like all of those pieces did see 19, all of them, before any booms. So, and if you throw it through the calculator, I think that is pretty doable. The average chance to like blow up even on Arcanes. And that's what you can start doing, of course, right? Where we talked about like once you get any kind of backups.
Yeah, so I think after the droplet exchange and then buying out the droplets from the store, I should have one more backup for the armor pieces so I can rotate those until like one blows up and then just buy another one.
Yep. It says up to 19, it's 0.29 average booms. So that's like 30% chance to boom. That's still it's still a good chance to boom at least one of them if you get all of them there, but that is not too bad. But then if you go for 20, then that chance triples.
Yep.
And then if you go for 21, it's another extra 50% chance, and that's when the
Jesus, 29 bill for me.
Yeah, and then for 22, you're looking at the range of cost is always a beautiful one. It's like 1.6 to 400. Like, okay, this guy booming 21 times. Yikes! It's gonna be me. Ground Farmer just training it out, dude. You got your drop rate gear, your meso gear, totems, your coupons, wops. You just keep going. Make a lot of money just leveling all the way up here.
I make like 800 mil an hour if I don't DC.
Yep. Well, until you go to the next area, then the mesos is gonna drop a bit.
Yeah.
Probably gonna make like 350 or something, 300. But you know, the experience is gonna be great, so that's worth.
A question I was thinking for a while. You think at my current power, if I level up a bit, I can fight all the Tenebris bosses?
44, what should it be again? It was 5.
Not including Black Mage, obviously.
Yeah. You're talking like party, the regular ones? Because that's 100% doable.
Party the hard ones.
Party the hard ones, yeah. I think so. Like if you solo the normal ones, that's kind of what I did. Like, try to get to the point where you can solo the normal ones pretty decently. Like even with guild skills, it might be like long-ish runs.
Mm-hmm.
But like yeah, I mean, like, I'm trying to use myself as a benchmark here, but my BA is obviously higher on the arc because I'm more of a burst class. Well, a lot of it comes down to survivability but Shade has a lot of that, so you could be okay with the longer boss fights as well and surviving, but you'll have to have your whole team to be surviving as well. So if everyone is exactly the same level as you, might be a tricky boss fight. But if you play your role correctly and everyone knows what they're doing and they're maybe like a bit stronger, maybe they already have Oz rings or they're already in Arcane set and everything, then that could be enough for a party to clear, I think, yeah.
Okay.
I think for Darknell would be the levels, right? Because he's 265.
Yeah.
So that would be the only obstacle I think I see. That and just practice and having good boss communication.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if I can get a party together, we do the easier difficulties first.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And Varicilla, I guess.
Yeah, Varicilla, everyone gets their Yorozu out. It's got to be some practice modes. And then running through that maze, which is always a delight.
Yeah, at least doesn't go towards the boss timer.
Yeah. No, yeah. If it did, that'd be a nightmare. Because sometimes you've seen my runs. Sometimes, right? Like you get stuck in a corridor and you have to walk the entire way back and find your. It's truly a maze. Yeah. But you get some good runs too, where like sometimes somebody finds it within 2 minutes and then you're just done. But yeah, even there's like RNG in the getting to the boss fight now. You know, whenever they can add a layer of RNG, they'll do it. I think that makes 5 total layers of RNG for getting your equips in the game. Oh well, you know, we want to know what we signed up for when we loaded this game, so.
Yeah.
It's no one to blame but ourselves. Yeah, but I think you're up for those bosses. Do we have people in the guild who are like at the same level as you, who are not like already doing those bosses?
I don't know if there's very many currently.
Because we got like is it like a Wind Archer dude, pretty high level, but I haven't really talked to him yet. He's like almost 260, I think, right?
Yeah. I mean, for...
My mom is 258. You want to take my mom? Oh, Mirio is 261.
Yeah, so I'm thinking if it's not hard dark now, it'd be up for grabs. Like even normal dark now at 260 shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, try first and then say that again, because Dark Knell is a doozy.
Alright.
Proxus Hard Will, Hard Lucid, and my party with some 260s. Yeah, maybe make like a fusion of the people who are the furthest ahead, and then once everyone gets there, you split up the parties again into 2, something like that. And then every party has a few people with experience that can help the party through. That's something you could do, yeah. Do your mom jokes hold more weight with you because she's somewhat involved with the community and stream? I tend to joke around with them, but some people get like weirded out when I like go steer into the your mom jokes. Like, oh, you should have gone harder here. I guess I can now that she's not like sitting directly behind me all the time. So that makes it a little bit more. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. I have the mom camera only on the MapleStory section. Too bad. I was gonna throw up my mom in the background, but it didn't work. Rip comedic effect. Oh well, we'll set that up for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else you feel you need clarification on?
No. I think I understand what's ahead. Focus on potential, probably not on the superiors, and on everything else to have enough backups for.
If you're 100% dead set on getting 22 superiors and like you don't want to sell for 21, if you know that, then you can work on the potential on the superiors. But if you're still holding off for that, I would put them a little bit lower on the priority list, yeah, for cubing.
Yeah, I definitely think I'll push 20 to 22.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go through the steps too slowly, I guess.
Yeah. Well, then you can include them in the potential, because like accessories you still want to prioritize for cubing because of the lower junk lines. So if you know you're going for 22 and they're accessories, then you can still include them in the potential upgrading.
Well, I was thinking that I would back up into those and not Star Force directly on them. That's what I was saying.
Well, eventually you're going to have to you're gonna have to do 20 to 22 anyway, right? On the item itself.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it blows up,
yeah,
I'll go over the legendary potential.
Yeah. How many do you have now? You have 3, 2 earrings, 1 belt.
Oh yeah, 2 earrings, 1 belt, 3 superiors and coins.
Yeah, 3 in coins. Yeah.
Now this is way later on. This is like later on when I get 4 back.
Yeah, you can circle back to that if you find yourself having like 5 earrings at a certain point. Then you could be like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, and what were you saying after that?
Yeah, potential, everything that I don't have to go over with transfer hammer.
Mm-hmm.
And then focus on arcanes mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, I would say the more money towards the secondary and the emblem. Really trying to make those shine at that point. That's going to be their moment to bring big deeps to the table. Because like a 12% damage line is better than nothing, but man, that could be so much damage there.
Yeah, it could be a boss damage or attack or something.
Exactly. I mean, even a line of IED could allow you to shift some stuff around and still get a lot of damage out of that as well. But I don't think you need that much IED, right?
No, currently the only IED I have the Hyperstats, Lumi Link, my Hyper skill, and then
Legion block, right?
Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm around like 93 visual, and I just add all the other passive stuff.
And you don't roll into crit rate for anything? For like hyperstats and stuff? For hyper skills? Well, you do for hyperstats. For link skills.
Yeah, I have Phantom and Beast Tamer link on.
So if you do end up, like, let's say you do roll 21 attack and 40 ID or something, you could take a bunch of ID out of your Legion block, put that into crit, and then get rid of maybe the Lumi and the Phantom, and to go for more damage links there. Something like that is possible.
Yeah.
That way, you know, you can create more outs for yourself and a bit more options. If the only option is like, 30 or 33 attack, or maybe 36, like that's a very narrow amount of outs to give for yourself on the emblem.
So 30% stat is easier to get than 3-line attack, I'm guessing.
Well, you can throw it on the calculator, but like it depends on on the accessories for sure. Accessories have way fewer junk lines. Emblem is also definitely a lot easier than the secondary if you throw that into the calculator.
Yeah.
But of course, emblem is high risk because you can't get backup, so it's kind of cancels each other out there. I think it's but you know, the boss damage lines on secondary, then average that out again. It's it's a whole bunch of number game. But yeah, there's gain to be made. But I think that's about the stage where you wanna get involved with those.
Yeah. Okay. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, everything ordered in your brain.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, sometimes it's good to just have everything laid out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is yeah, since February. Jesus, this is a crazy amount of progress. You've been at it hard.
Yeah.
We're like slowly creeping up in the guild, being like, oh yeah, I'm in the 260s by the way, doing Tenebra's bosses by the way, boys. Are you like because I was looking at the guild rank, like Lord Mirio is right ahead of you. Is he like trying to stay ahead of you, like trying to outrun you a little bit?
I think I'm trying to catch up.
Oh yeah, okay, maybe the other one. Yeah, and yeah, Nubia Dell is also at 260 or right up there.
Mm.
Yeah, my mom is catching up too. She's 258 now. Oof.
Wow. She's still training?
Yeah, like when she has a totem and she feels like it, she'll go into Pathfinder. Well, I think it's because she finished the Hayato to 250 now as well that she's like, and the Bowmaster is not exactly her favorite, but she's probably slowly working on that as well. But yeah, she just divide her time, do a totem here and there, and before you know it, she's like caught up to you. You have to like be careful. Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
It's like a silent killer too. So it's like tortoise in the hare kind of thing. It's definitely the tortoise, but you gotta be ready for surprises. All right. If there's anything else, last word, you want to do a shout out for the chat?
No.
No. People shy.
Yeah.
That is the cutest emote, isn't it? God, I saw it in another channel and I was like, need to add it. It's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind me checking emote, yeah.
I guess, like, yeah, it's very fun with the guild, a lot of great people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it took a bit to get us started. Like, I remember over a year ago, it was always difficult because people are like, I want to be in an active guild, but then if they're, you know, they perceive themselves as being the only active one or as in not being able to start anything, usually they leave before the guild gets a chance to become active, and then you're just perpetually kind of nothing going on. So you need a few people to put some extra energy in there and to kind of pick stuff up and start doing things. And then once you have that going, that energy going, it's easier for people to tap into that and to keep it going. So it's good to see that a lot of boss parties and stuff like that are going on in the guild now. And then we have a basis that new people can join in on, and, you know, things will move around a little bit, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you started, right? Like your first boss party was that with the guild?
Yeah, I'm currently doing hard Lotus, Damien, Lucid, Will. A couple of people in the guild and some people I picked up in the Discord.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, good shit. Yeah, I'm glad that's working out. The ease of access to people, because even though it is a small game, it's still kind of a big game. It's still tricky to find people to match time zones and match everything with. So it's really cool that that's worked out for you.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to the Scardor Guild.
Yep.
Sign up sheet is in the description chat. Okay. All right. Well then, I'll let you get on with your stuff. I'll get on with my stuff. I've got some hard bosses to prep for in a bit.
Yep.
And we'll pray. Thank you. Pray for something, but it's probably not going to happen. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah. Stay negative. All right. Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, best of luck with everything. Yeah, I hope you don't blow too much money on the 5, 10, 15 to get, on the 30% off to get everything to 15. Yeah. Hope no horror stories for you. All right, I'll see you in the guild, and I'll see you in chat.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, that was No Shape. That was his old name was Bloomaflub. Now it all makes so much more sense. His old name was Bloomaflub. If you guys are interested in his progress, I must have uploaded this. I think if I look at our Discord messages, it was February 5th of this year when he was only barely level 240s, 20 levels lower than this. Basically in full drop rate gear. So you can see the progress that he made in the last 5 months. If I find the video, I'll add it like annotation or like video to watch after this or something. And you can see the amount of progress he's made in the last 5 months. Astronomical. But yeah, that's what you get when you get some advice from your no, that's just kidding. That's what you get when you put a lot of hours into this game. Get some sense of direction, but you still have to do all the work. So I'm not taking any of the credit for any of that. That's still on you to go in, log in every day, do those dailies, crush that content, and hopefully that can provide some opportunity with the chat, with the Discord, with the guild, with these sessions. Hopefully all of that combined, you get enough support that you need to be able to achieve what you want in the game. And it seems that our boy Aquafina here is really trying to get into Tenebris and do those bosses, and I think he's in a really good position to set that up. Once that Arcane gets rolling, he'll have no trouble whatsoever. The only thing will just be practicing the bosses, but if he knows very well how Shade works, way better than I do, and can make his survivability shine there, he should have no issues with those bosses. Plus, because he has a lot of total damage here, the changes to the reboot passive are also going to impact his final damage quite a bit, so that should be should put him in a really good position, especially because of the boss familiars, right, that we have in GMS, to really take advantage of that change coming in. So that should be really, really good. So now it's time to do my spiel at the end of the video, which some of you probably skip. For the people who don't skip it, thank you for watching. I'm glad that you got all the way through this. I hope that you picked up a thing or two. This was primarily focused on equips, of course, not so much on the other stats. And if you want to either join the Scardor Guild, we had a glaring recommendation during this video. Check the description of the video. If you want one of these sessions, also, description is in the video. And as always, if you have data for me, battle analysis, monster kill per hour, training videos in Moonbridge or up, also a link in the description to submit those to me so I can use them in my commands, in my information that I give out to players, so they can hopefully make better decisions in their gameplay, and you can save everyone some time. And then you can also maybe use them from other people, and you can help each other out. Big community project. So, thanks for watching. Again, I already